الله أكبر الله أكبر.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Islamic Center at New York University podcast, coming to you straight from the heart of New York City. We're building an amazing Muslim community here at ICNYU where everyone is welcomed and respected no matter where you're from or where you're at. This is the place to be. So open your ears and your heart and come along with us on another life-changing journey. Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين رب اجعلني مقيم الصلاة ومن ذريتي ربنا وتقبل دعاء رب اجعل هذا البلد آمنا وجنبني وبني أن نعبد الأصنام اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه واتباعه وسلم والحمد لله رب العالمين. Now we have been studying on the road to God. It means how are we going to recognize or understand God and how are we going to connect with Him. All these processes we have been studying several verses, and the last verse was the verse famous Ayatul Kursi in Arabic, and in English they translated it the verse of the throne. It means where God really shows Himself, or but if you like, demonstrates Himself or gives the evidence how we can know Him. So this verse describes God in such a way that we can really have a connection with Him. But this is the presentation of God's infinite, absolute qualities. How they are going to be understood or realized through looking at His work. Because we said on several occasions, which is very important, if you get to know someone, that is human capacity, that I have to see his work in order to be confident in what he said or confirm it. So unfortunately, projector is not working today, but inshallah, we will try to do our best as much as possible. Our help, Khalid, brother Khalid, the best technician of this, couldn't make it, repair it. So inshallah, next time, inshallah, hopefully. I mean, it's a very old machine, I know. It is, I have been here for 15 years now, and this is the same machine. The technology updates itself at the latest 10 years. That is the trick of technology. We should know that. Okay, this piece is very important. We studied it in depth. So who is there could intercede with Him unless it be by His name, unless it is permitted by Him. What does it mean? We said, how can I really connect myself to God and use a means, intercession or intercessor between me and Him? For example, we gave an extremely simple example. Even a 5-year-old child will understand it. If I want, for example, something to eat, let's say I want a pomegranate to eat, a really nice fruit, how can I have it? I say, please God, give me pomegranate. Nothing happens. It says, look at my work. So when I look at His work, He says to me, speaks to me through His action. If you want pomegranate, follow my order, the way I create. So when I follow the order, definitely I put, sow the seed and grow the tree, and it just comes. But it seems to be as if the tree, pomegranate tree, is intercession between me and interceding between me and God. Which says, no. The verse says this. This is a piece of the verse that we are studying. It's a long verse. Each phrase, there are 10 different phrases. Each phrase describes. By the way, the verse number is 2. It means section number. They call it chapter in your class. Chapter 2, and it is Baqarah. I mean, in the Quran, second chapter, and the longest chapter, and the verse number is 255. So, for reference purposes. So, okay, this intercessor seems to be between me and God. I need 3. God says here in this word, do you think he is interceding? No, because of my permission. It means I arranged, I think these are important points to say, I arranged the creation in such a way that you can reach me out by following the way I create. So while you are following, it means you are climbing up the ladders to reach me out. This is what I mean. It means he says, look, this is my business card. If you want me to do any job, use this business card. Call me, send me an email, message, or whatever. So using the message is not that the message is really functioning, because the person you gave the permission how to reach to this man. So I used he provided the address or telephone number, and I am using it with his permission because he provided it. So we have to understand that the universe is arranged in such a way that we can reach out to Creator through his work. And no one, this says, no, unless he wants it to be so, no one can change my order. No one can reach me out without following my order. So we have to be careful while we are doing something in order to get something else. For example, let's say we are doing some work in order to grow pomegranate tree. All the way that we are going through step by step, sowing it, the shoot comes out, taking care of it, protecting it, watering it, all of them are provided by the one who established the order of this universe, which is so wonderful. So we have to know that this order of the universe is already arranged by the one who gave existence to it. So whoever gave existence to the universe, the order is arranged or must have arranged by him, and this is his will. When I follow the steps, that is missing in this century, well, not in this century, generally, but especially it is hijacked by scientists. Hijacked. How? Scientists say, you say that there is God created the universe. No, I am following natural laws, that is hijacked, natural, God's plan, God's order, Creator's order. Now, how can you arrange this natural law? What is natural so that it will arrange it in such a way that I can not change, I can not add anything to it, and I am subject to it accidentally. Whatever I need in me is out there. I developed, they call it randomly, the thing is developed randomly, but it is arranged in such a wonderful way that they match each other, correspond to each other. For example, and it is contradictory. This is amazing. Now, my needs are endless. Right. This is something very new that I discovered this. Alhamdulillah. My needs are endless. I don't know what you need. For example, do you think that 500 years ago people needed telephone, internet? They didn't know even it exists. But it is my desire within me that, I live here and my family lives here, I don't know how many thousands miles away in Asia, somewhere in Asia. Now, how long does it take? How long does it take to South Korea?
About 14 hours by.
14 hours. Turkey. I was born in Turkey. My family lives there. 11 hours, 10 hours, somewhere there. So, 11 hours. How many miles? Right. I say, if only I could see my mom. Not my past life, but example, my brothers, lots of cousins, nephews, nieces. I don't know the number. Believe me, really, I don't know how many of them. I don't know. Every day I hear somebody had a child. Even I don't know which boys on that. So that history culture. So I want to see but I can't answer. No, it's impossible. Come on, impossible. Can you imagine? Let's go back to 200 years ago. What we will see, I have to take the ship. It takes 1 month to go there. But as soon as the airplanes started working, no one is going to Asia or Europe by ship, airplane. And we want even faster. Telephone. Oh no, now YouTube. Oh no, WhatsApp. Picture. Sitting as if they are in the same room. What does it mean? Human desires never end. But it didn't happen 1,000 years ago, 500 years ago, 200, 300 years ago, 200 years ago. But it is there, innate. It is potential need. This word, keep it, please. If someone is seriously studying theology, keep it. Potential need is endless. We don't know what we will need, what the people will need 5,000 years ago. Everywhere is advertisement nowadays. I was looking for meaning of a difficult language for me in English. Lots of advertisement. Inevitable advertisement. I need telephone. Because everybody complains that they dropped the telephone, iPhone, or any phone. I don't know which phone, which brand name it is. I don't care. It drops from, 200 yards away on its stone. Nothing is breaking. Oh, it is exciting. So you don't bother whether you lost it you dropped it in water, or for example, I lost one of my telephone that didn't work because it was wet. Think about it. Look, it is a need. I want a telephone. I can drop it, and I don't want it to be broken. So, what is it? Human potential needs are endless. I don't know where it's going to stop. Now it is artificial intelligence is there, and still we want more. What? Everything that I want, new combination. For example, I use sometimes artificial intelligence in my field. It fails and it gives wrong information. When you are specialized, it's not reliable. Anyways, but I want reliable one. That is definitely on the way. My potentiality has no end. But what is interesting, universe is developing in such a way that let's use these hijackers, materialist scientists, not every scientist, materialist scientists interpreting their findings as if naturally happening, randomly happening things, no agent behind it, organizing everything, but this verse says no. Only me can do it with my permission. And whatever I need, the order of the universe has this potentiality in it. Oh, it is two different things that will happen 1,000 years ago, 1 billion years later. So we go later. Do you understand this? 14 billion years ago, universe started organizing itself, knowing that one of the human beings in it, will have an endless need, and this potential endless need will include this and this and this. So I will develop, the universe will develop in such a way that
could you unmute yourself on Zoom, please, so that we may hear you?
Excuse me, could I unmute? I am sorry. Why didn't you say it from the beginning? I am sorry. It was a beautiful discussion. Oh man. We have to do something about it. Now, 14 billion years ago, these random happenings should bear in mind that there will be a human species in the world will have endless needs, and I have to organize the order of my universe by production, which has the potentiality to answer these needs. And one of them is needs, the other one is the supplier. Completely contradictory. Needs, the other one is supplier, and both of them correspond which is with each other, and perfectly fitting. Contradictory but complementing. That is the nature of the order. It is surprising. The nature of the order is organized in such a way that everything is created in pairs. And the pairs are potentially contradicting each other, north and south, attracting repulsion, right? And male, female. So male needs something, female needs the opposite. And the quality-wise also is completely different. And the outcome is, you cannot imagine, surprisingly perfect order, which didn't happen. Now that will happen 2,000 years ago, later, 2,000 or 5,000, whatever it is. Years later, it will happen, and it is potentially in me, even I don't know what it is. And the universe will have the potentiality in its order. It doesn't have any knowledge and any senses, anything, matter at the end of the day. And they are corresponding to each other, although contradicting in nature. If you understand this matter, it is impossible not to believe in the absolute creator. And definitely the science will find out this. And like Pharaoh's sorcerers, this materialist scientist interprets the findings, saying that this is randomly developing and adapting itself as if they are cheating 2 years old a baby. Then people are, I don't know whether their mind is not, they just expose themselves to their cheating, playing the words. I don't know how. Playing with the words. Look, it is happening, isn't it? Yeah? Yes, my stomach is working. Yes, it is happening. The stomach, the meat of the stomach is organizing everything, knowing which kind of food I have put in it, and accordingly enzyme is working, and accordingly acid or whatever for digestion, it will, as if it's something, there is a big, huge chemical factory going on there. Who's organizing? Meat? Accident? My friend, crazy, isn't it? Crazy. I don't know what's wrong with their mind. Even if you don't want to worship God, at least don't make excuse to deny it. Say, yes, it is there, but I don't want to worship. I take care of my life. Be honest, man. I must just enjoy myself, do whatever I want. I don't want to take notice of who created me and what is the purpose in this creation. I don't care. Yes, say it. Say it clearly. Be honest. At least be consistent within yourself. Anywhere you like, my dear friend. So don't worry. There is no formalities. So, this verse says, without his permission, it means he will organize everything. He will organize. No one can interfere in it, intercede in it. Classical understanding of Islam killed this verse. Said that, the saints cannot interfere. Who cares about sin? Okay. So, what I was just checking what's going on Zoom site. It is recorded in Zoom for some other purposes as well. Anyways, did we understand? Is there any question about this wonderful piece that I'm amazed? It is the miraculous news that we heard 1400 years ago. Really mind-blowing, isn't it? I found it so amazing. So, let me see. Maghrib. 3 minutes are left? 2 minutes? My eyeglasses are not there. I can't read it. 26 past, isn't it? What we will do, don't go. It is very exciting. In 2 minutes, we will stop. Straight play. Quickly, and then come back, continue and complete this discussion to 1 hour, inshallah. So, any question about this? So don't keep discussing the Prophet is going to, whether the Prophet is going to intercede between me and say, yeah, the Prophet will intercede with one condition, if you follow his teaching. If you don't follow his teaching, do you think Prophet will say, this man knows nothing but, didn't even listen to me, didn't benefit from my teaching, but please make it pass? Do you think God is not just? Not just because somebody got in between and you don't deserve it, you got the job. Can you imagine two people applied for a job? No? One of them deserves it, the other one's not really. But this man has an uncle, knows the head of the company, and says, no, get this one, he is my nephew. So, please, sir, what do you feel? What do you feel, the one who deserves it? Or better quality?
You feel cheated.
Cheated. This person is dishonest, and the boss is, or the employer is really unjust, and you feel just really treated unjustly. That is why we should never understand intercession in this platform at all. We have to be very careful, inshallah. We have to never bring this subject into that one. Understand it at existential level. Now, that is why it is essential to understand the Quran at existential level. That's why we always refer it, Quran and universe corresponding each other, explaining each other. Quran is verbal explanation of the universe. Universe is action-wise explanation of what the revelation says. So, coming from the same source, what do you expect? To be perfectly fitting. If it doesn't fit, then don't accept. Something is wrong. Because what the Quran says and is not approved, what the speaker of the Quran is doing, something is wrong. Then this book cannot be perfect or correct. We got it? So, inshallah, brother, call Azan. Quickly, or somebody very quickly and short. Don't make it music. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inshallah, we will come back soon and study this verse, yeah? Because it is very dangerous, this verse. If this verse we are going to study is not properly understood, we will never appreciate Ayatul Kursi. This verse, unfortunately, I cannot share the projector here. It is from chapter, I don't like the word chapter, but section is better, the one part of the Quran. So section, but usually it is known in English chapter. Chapter 6, it means 6 and on. So verse number 94. You can study it. Chapter 6, verse number 94. So what is interesting here? One point is very interesting. We are not going to study the other points that mentioned in the verse because they are not related to our present matter or subject. So let me read it from the I can read it Arabic for the sake of recordings if anybody is interested in it. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. ولقد جئتكم فرادا كما خلقناكم أول مرة وتركتم ما خولناكم وراء ظهوركم وما نرى معكم شفعاءكم الذين زعمتم أنهم فيكم شركاء. Oh, it's very interesting. لقد تقطع بينكم وضل عنكم ما كنتم تزعمون. So what does it mean really? I can quickly read it, but we will just concentrate one point here because it is very interesting. Anyway, every verse is interesting, but especially interesting. Now, you have come back to us all alone. Everybody will individually. And we cannot take your properties, your friends, your mother, your child. Everybody will be individually responsible for himself now. As we created you the first time, naked, baby came, naked, go to grave, right? So, leaving behind everything we have provided you with. I'm just giving a general meaning, everything we have provided. It means, I think that I have this computer, it is my property. He said, no, I have provided you with it. Why? It was possible only through following his order. It is really uncovered from the order, so it became available for me. We have to be very careful. The scientists say we are doing it. Excuse me, what did you do? I went to the lab or my work and studied the order of the universe. Be careful here. These are really, I never hear this kind of understanding from the people. So You discovered it within my order. It is already it was already potentially there. You discovered it, and you claim that I invented it. Sorry, I gave you the permission. Remember the previous verse? You can only utilize it with my permission. Gave the way because it was there. I showed the way to you because you asked for it. And don't say that it is my property. That is what the Qur'an says. Leaving everything behind when we die, everything, I will not have any claim on the computer. I used to call it before I was dead, my computer. Now I'm nothing. Everything behind. We don't see your intercessors. Be careful with the word, because shufa'a and sharik. Shufa'a, in the verse we studied before, man alladhi yashfa'u, in the same word in another form. So intercessors with you, those you claim to have shirk, it means to have divine qualities. Shirk means assigning to something created a divine power, creatorship. Do you understand this? Or puzzles you? You look a bit surprised. Now, you don't know the word Arabic shirk. Oh, I understand that. Of course, I appreciate and I don't expect that somebody should know Arabic in order to be Muslim. It is recorded, sorry. So, intercessors, we take it as divine quality. Why? They are giving us. Go back to my very beginning. I get very simple example, pomegranate tree. Now, I say in order to get the pomegranate from my creator, but in between me and my creator, I see the tree. If I see that a tree is really interceding between me and God, he says, no, be careful. If you say that it is interceding between you and God without His permission, it means without He arranged the order of the universe. In this way, you would never be able to get it. So, these scientific discoveries are nothing but what is in the order of the universe. That is why the scientists just go to the labs and work there to find out what is potentially in the order so that they will benefit from it. But if they don't think that it is arranged and prepared in the package for the needs of the future generation, further information there, it needs pre-knowledge. Do you think random happenings know this? What will happen 2 billion years later? Randomly. There must be ashamed of it. Say, random happenings resulted in perfect order. And in such a contradictory way. Universe's structure is made in a contradictory conditions. Do you understand it? Really? Because you were not in the beginning, were you? Did you join after prayer? Yeah, that is why I'm particularly finger pointing you, not because you didn't understand, because you didn't hear the background. Normal, okay, welcome. I'm not blaming anyone. if there is somebody to be blamed, it is me. I know that I'm not really presenting it properly. So now what is this? What is going on here? Contradictory but complementary. The nature of the creation is always there. The Quran uses zawjain. Twin. Everything is created twin with contradictory but complementary elements. Everything is everything, North Pole, South Pole, repulsion and attraction, and everything, but there is no exception. There's no all the plants and animals, male, female. Now, so human desires, contradictory. I want it, give it to me. The other one says, I will give it to you. So, but the nature of it, one of them is consumer, the other one is supplier. But perfectly matching. And random happenings, if you can buy it, you can go as crazy as you want. It's free. God created you with freedom, but impossible to accept, logically confirmed. So it is prepared there, and they found out. It says, if you don't accept that it is my grace to you, you are seeing that matter is creating for you, giving it to you. That is shirk. That is assigning God's qualities to a created being. You understand this? So we can, while we are discussing about intercession, we shouldn't take it lightly. It is a very serious matter. So we cannot say, somebody is going to intercede between me and my Creator. But did I give you the permission? Is it in the way that I am presenting this order of the universe to you, showing to you? Huh? Do you? Even the prophet is there. If you take it his message, this message, the prophet intercedes between you with his message, like the tree is interceding between me and the pomegranate, right? But if you don't follow, if I don't grow the tree, can I get the pomegranate? Huh? Can I get the tree? No, God says the Creator, the way it is created, says, if you don't really follow my order, no pomegranate, don't wait anything from it. But we shouldn't really misunderstand it and miscontextualize this concept. Yeah, Jesus is going to interfere, yes, if you follow his message. But you will do all sorts of stupid things and commit all sorts of sins, and Jesus will suffer for it. And God say, what is wrong with you? Because this man is bad, please forgive him. But this is bad. He has to suffer, not you. Why do you suffer for this stupid man? This is so ridiculous, man. People go crazy. I don't know how. I mean, as if they don't have any brain. I'm not really. I feel that I'm not a human being. What's going on? Yes.
So, if I understand correctly, this idea of intercession and how it connects with shirk is, the distinction is, we use the pomegranate tree, for example, right? If I am giving a divine quality to the tree, saying the tree gave me the pomegranate, when the
it means giving language, Khalid.
I know.
Okay, explain, but don't use pre-accepted languages.
No, so
in this class. But while you are doing some other Islamic studies, use only pre-accepted concepts. Doesn't work otherwise. That is the difference between the classes. Yes.
So the difference is, the tree is a means by which I receive something that fulfills my need.
But this means, yes.
Versus the tree
no,
itself.
the means explains what means what for what.
for fulfilling a need of mine.
So who provided this meal?
Yeah, let me finish my point. So
Yeah.
the difference is between whether the tree itself is fulfilling my need.
If I think.
Yeah, exactly. I think the tree is fulfilling my
yeah.
need versus the creator or the one who established the order
Yes.
is fulfilling the order of my needs through the tree. Or
Yeah,
through other
employ
things,
it.
through water, through air, whatever it is.
Employ it.
And the
for it.
distinction between the intercession and recognizing the creator is there a middleman, or is this just a means by which it reaches me,
Provided by?
provided by the creator of the order?
Yeah, that is what he says. Don't you remember my simple example, giving you the business card?
Yes.
When you need it, use it. Huh? You call it. Business card is provided by the man who is going to do the job, the company owner. So if he didn't give me, I don't know how to communicate. Got it? All right. Thank you, but I was hurrying. Please be patient with me.
Sure.
I am extremely sensitive and a little bit allergic to use pre-accepted concepts and base your argument on pre-accepted concepts. Do you understand this? Because I believe in the Qur'an. Qur'an says this. So, Qur'an says this. Qur'an is God's word. What do you mean? Do you know better than Allah? That's what the Muslims, some Muslims say. Allah said this, it must be so. But Allah is speaking to me. God is speaking to me as a human being, as the owner of the universe, my creator. Do you think my creator doesn't know my capacity, that I can question, I can doubt? He gave me this capacity. Question it. You have to doubt. If you don't doubt, how can you question? If you don't question, how can you learn? You say, who is giving me the pomegranate? Huh? How is it happening? If you don't ask this, you will never recognize God. Why are you talking about God then? So God created the pomegranate. No. Pomegranate is created by the one who organized the universe order. Do you see the logic? So we start from here. We don't start from God. That's pre-accepted concept. So we start from here, what I am experiencing in this world, and then how can I explain the existence of pomegranate? How can I explain the existence of the tree? It is possible only because of the order of the universe arranged in this way. If the order of the arranged in this way, there's a purposeful action, and matter, elements, particles cannot have this quality. To produce an order which will fulfill the needs of human beings or other animals, or fulfill some purpose. Do you think, am I crazy to buy into this idea that the particles arranged everything 14 billion years ago in order to satisfy my needs? Got it? I'm not that crazy. Yeah, I'm an ignorant man as far as my capacity is concerned. My capacity needs that I should know this much. I know this much. So, because I am not using my potentiality, that is why in this case, I am 99.9% ignorant. If I learn something, this is just 0.1. That's it, percent. So we have to be very careful while we are reasoning in the class, not while we are praying, because praying is the opportunity, the time to present your conclusions. I lived in this world, and I came to the conclusion I have nothing to claim. That is why I prostrate before you, because only you provide everything. That was my conclusion. But how did I reach this conclusion? In this class, as far as my class is concerned, reasoned, used evidence, being convinced, and I am now presenting my conclusion as convinced about it, saying, oh, my Creator, I know you, and you are the owner of everything. You are the Lord of everything. You are my Lord, and you gave me existence, and you are going to take me to you. I am preparing myself with it, and with this understanding, I will be in front of you when you take me back. Get out of this body, flesh, and leave it in the graveyard. Let it become a compost there. I am a human being. I am not flesh. So when you walk in the streets of Manhattan, people are proud of their flesh. Showing off, hey, you know here, you work here. And always you are in the street. What's going on? Just being proud of their flesh, forgetting about their human side. Perfection is in the human side. Flesh is flesh, and the dog has the same flesh, man, approximately. What are you talking about? So that it is a perfection. Maybe deers are more beautiful than you. Birds are definitely more beautiful than you. How can you compete with these creatures? Ridiculous things are going on in the world. The people are becoming more and more simplistic. So that was the point we studied this verse, that all your ties have been broken and all your claims have forsaken you. It means the things that you said, this is the source of existence, these are the nature is doing that. Where is it now? Nature was connected to your flesh, then your flesh is rotting there. Became a food for worms. Underground, in the soil, bugs. They will feast on you. So this is beautiful. Where are they? Did they keep their promise as you thought? You see, these intercessors employed by God with your wrong attitude, wrong perception, you turned them into, or turned them and replaced them in my place, instead of working the creator of nature, as they call it, the universe. They worship the matter itself. They say, I'm atheist. It means I don't want to declare the theos, which means the one who created the universe. Now, the universe itself, antithesis. Got it? So here we go. Again, يَعْلَمُ مَا بَيْنَ أَيْدِيهِمْ وَمَا خَلْفَهُمْ. So he knows what is before and what is behind them. So let's...
Return to Isaac.
Sorry?
We return to Isaac.
Oh yeah, coming back to the, thank you for reminding, coming back to the same verse, chapter 2 to 255. Continuing another phrase in it, there are 10 phrases we said in the same sentence. It is the continuation of each other. So, he knows what is before them and what is behind them. What is them? بين أيديهم وما خلفهم. Yeah, so him, them. What is them? Them. This pronoun them refer to. So those things that now intercession finished. Yeah, intercession finished. So come to another subject. Each phrase in the verse, throne verse, deals with different matter, but related to understand or related to help us understand who God is, so that we will connect Him through this understanding. So He knows what is before them refers the creation itself, intercessors, but not intercessors really independently, but employed there. And what is behind them, it means, now it's the best example, which is also, it is argued among the scholars, debated, but I shouldn't give the reference to it, because some people say this, some people say this, so we have to study the words I came to my mind to share, so I will stop it there. We have to study it. So otherwise we have to see that whatever is created, yeah, and is created in such a way that the best example is فَالِكُ الْحَبِّ وَالنَّوَى. So this verse is related to this. It is agreed upon, so no debate on it. So it means hab and nawa. It means what? Seeds, and the wheats. This kind of things are called. They are seeds as well, but seeds, for example, human cement is a seed as well. Nowadays they are called DNA. Now, in the cell, in the living cells, the DNA records there. What does it include in DNA records? In a seed, pomegranate seed, what is recorded? The past of pomegranate tree stories, future of pomegranate stories at the same time. Right? So the one who created the DNA arranged it in such a way that what happened before your ancestors as qualities that I created with, and what will happen in your new generations, now your offsprings, it is recorded there. Don't worry, I know what I have done and what I have done so far, and I know what will happen, what I will create later on. It is all recorded to you to guarantee that the one who created this seed knows what is doing, and when the tree is going to die, when you are going to die, your son will say, your daughter, your son will say, oh, my father is going to die, and what shall I do? Don't worry, I provided everything, inherited from it. It is written there, arranged. It is arranged, right? So what happened before, what will happen afterwards, they are all demonstrated to me in the way the universe is created. Everything is created. The tree is dying. Oh, winter came. Lost of all the plants, almost all plants died. What shall I do? Don't cry. I know what I am doing. Look at the seed. It includes everything. What will happen? What will I create later on? Is the plan is prepared. for the next building is going to be made. Guaranteed. So when I die, I lost everything. No, it is preserved. Don't worry. I know what will happen afterwards. Don't worry about it. Any question? Question? Yeah.
So, ما بين أيديهم, is that referring basically to, because I always took it literally, right?
Yes, but it's literal meaning, by the way. Yeah.
But is it taking it from the idea of like the actions that are happening between your hands, basically the actions that you're doing?
Yeah.
And that's the present, and وَخَلْفَهُمْ is then the past.
Yep.
But not literally behind.
Not literally behind. I mean, according to us behind. According to us behind. But he says, according to me, there is no behind, there is no further or future. Get it? No? Now, God speaks to human beings within human capacity. He is the one who created human beings, and he knows our level. He speaks to us at our level. So, if, for example, your clients, you speak to their capacity, and if they bring you a child, let's say a teenager, 16 years old, do you speak to him or her as you spoke to a 35 years old? You are wise. The one who created you is wiser than you. So he speaks to human beings within his capacity, because he knows that my capacity he gave me only works within the conditions of this world. So he speaks to me according to the conditions of the creation that I am going to experience. So 1,400 years ago, he was speaking to people according to their capacity. Now the same speech includes in it in a miraculous way, speaking to us in the 21st century. And the creator of the universe says, no, not only this, I know who will come 2090, 3,000 something, what they will need. I know what they will need. I prepared the universe for them as well, and the speech for them as well. Because my work is the witness that I know what I'm doing, past and future. So I have to take it for my present day. But I will know that what will happen to me. Your creator knows, don't worry. Look at the sea. Don't worry that the trees are dying. You will see in spring they will become similar, not exactly the same. That is another miraculous aspect of the creation. Similar, but not exactly the same. For example, when I first came to the United States, all Chinese seem to be the same. Koreans also Chinese. In my culture, we know in China. So, I mean, reading the geography and human races, that is something else. Practically speaking, I am saying. Chinese, this eyes, I have some of it, example of it. So, typics. And I didn't know whether these Chinese were 20 years old or 35 years old. Now I can understand who's Chinese, who is South Korean, who is, Japanese. Becoming familiar, and I recognize it now. So, everybody is human being, isn't it? It's miraculous. Everybody has a nose, I think. Do you have?
Right here.
Yeah, it is not in front of my eyes. So, I have a nose. Everybody has a nose. But nobody's nose, nobody's voice is the same. Now, I have my records 20 years back on YouTube. you will see that, oh, this sounds Ali, but younger. Look, even the quality of the voice preserves which age I was when I spoke that. Although the same person is speaking, but discloses the age. Similar, but not the same. So it is interesting. We have to really use the camera zoom. Now, come to this. 20 years ago, and me, completely different, right? Zoom it. 10 years ago, and me, a little bit less, but different. Last year and this year, very little difference, but different. How about yesterday and today? Zoom it. What will you see? There must be different. Because my voice was like this, and 20 years later, I woke up and I found myself an old man's voice. No, it is smoothly changing. Again, he knows what is before, what is after, and what is behind them is what is after. Understood now? Every moment. It is an amazing verse in the Quran, in section 55, Rahman. I don't know the verse number. Now, there's approximately 7, 8. كل يوم هو في شأن. Oh, it's an amazing verse. Every moment, he creates a new action, demonstration. Every moment. How often? Can you imagine? Every second? It's a huge time span. Is there any gap in creation, And like for example, even this one, the screen, every second, 60 times, every second, 60 times, screen is renewed. And we see that it's constant, but it's not constant. If you really take a sharp, very, very sharp lens, you will see the difference change. Yeah, like this. Dot, 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 dot. So they say line is the connection of dots. But unfortunately, not unfortunately, interestingly, in the line of creation, there is no dot. Continuous. No dot. No dot. You see that if you make a letter, for example, written here, bigger, 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 as big as possible. Look at it, see, for example, a screen as big as this room. That letter, you will see that lots of
pixels.
No faults. But looks correct. But the universe is no faults. No faults. What does it mean? This is a brilliant example to show that the source of existence of this universe must be an absolute being. You cannot say big. No. Absolute. That's it. Cannot be expressed in number. Finished. It means he is a completely different existence level. Nothing to do with this world. وَلَمْ يَكُنْ لَهُ كُفُوًا أَحَدٌ. What a wonderful way of really this Quran explains to us and understanding the Quran. I'm very excited about this understanding of the Quran. Look. وَلَا يُحِيطُونَ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنْ عِلْمِهِ إِلَّا بِمَا شَاءَ. we have to follow this next week because it is more than the time we used for prayer break. So it is, I don't, in principle, I want to keep it not more than 1 hour length. So this is also interesting. Let me show you. This one, وَسِعَ كُرْسِيُّ another amazing verse. That's the name of the verse is taken from here. Kursi, Ayatul Kursi, the verse of the throne is here, throne. But you don't see it. I take it for granted that it's in the screen. It doesn't work. So, throne verse, and those there are some other pieces that I think we have to spare the next week for this one. And then what we will do now. Oh, but you cannot read it again. I was going to say read this one. You cannot read it. Now, let's say you may see it. Inshallah, you will see the verses, interesting verses selected from the Quran after completing this verse of Kursi. Now, unfortunately, inshallah, Brother Khalid will make it sure. Inshallah, do something. But what they used to do, they used to bring, when it was broke earlier years that you were not here, they used to bring a portable projector. Yeah, if they cannot repair it, definitely they have to change it, but it takes time, official ordering, etc. But we can reserve portable projector. Well, I remember getting it on many occasions that it was broken like this again, didn't work, and we ordered it from technician department. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Inshallah, you will take care of it. Without the projector, our friends cannot really follow it close. It is. We have to be practical. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Subhanaka la ilma lana illa ma 'allamtana innaka antal alimul hakim wa akhiru da'wahum an alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin bi hurmati sirri surati al-Fatiha.
We hope you enjoyed our podcast. If you're inspired by the work that we're doing at the IC and want to help keep it going, subscribe to our podcasts, follow us on social media, donate to help support us at icnyu.org, and most importantly, keep us in your continued du'as. Until next time, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.